It's
So
tough when, like you said, our roster's kind of a mess. Coaching was a mess. I don't know what you do. It's tough.
I don't know if it's an ownership problem or what. I really don't yet, but it seems really strange to me that every other team in the league's figured out a way to draft all these good players and find ways to win games, and we've found ways to lose more games with better players, or whatever you could say about. Like, Cunningham's not a bad player at all. Cunningham's a good player. Ivy is not a bad player. He's got a bad rep. Was dominant in college and played really good in the NBA. Can't figure out how to use him. Duran, stud, absolute stud. I mean, that dude on the defensive side needs to figure a few things out with footwork, but he's a monster on the boards. And quite frankly, if they figure out a way to utilize him a little differently, he's going to be an offensive force too. But it's like, how do you mesh those together? And that's where a coach comes in. And Monty Williams, they're paying him a ton of money to sit home, but he maintained a, for lack of a better term, prima donna Suns roster that was all very talented. It had a bunch of all stars on it. I mean, that's different than grooming 18 to 25-year-old young men into being actual adults and actual pros and like the rigorous routines and there's just again, it's not to knock Monty Williams as a coach, like he's a good coach. It's just he wasn't the right fit for Detroit. And so I hope they found that now because that's what they need. They need a developmental coach, some guy that's going to take these young guys and show them the way and say, look, this is how to be a pro's pro. We're going to do it the hard way.